wrong. I will do what I think is right. Another way to relate this to other texts, think about all the Shakespeare plays that we study. The innocent suffers, especially Shakespeare's women. Ophelia in Hamlet, Desdemona in Othello, and maybe most Antigone-like, Cordelia in King Lear. Go back and study all those plays and our comments on Learn Strong about those plays. Think about Cordelia. Think about the ways in which it's too late at the end. Think about the ways in which Lear is very much a Creon-like character. At 3B, and how we'll relate this to ourselves, well, these are some tough questions. And again, I hope that this play has been for you a challenge. Think about this one. Who do you blame for all of the terrible things that happen in this play? Do you blame Oedipus? Because he's the one that in many ways started all of this with his fate. Do you blame Polynices and Eteocles, the sons, because they kind of got into it and started fighting? Do you blame Creon? That's a pretty easy one, right? Do you blame Antigone? Think about this question. Was there another way for Antigone to proceed other than the way she proceeded? Do you blame the gods? Do you blame human nature? Do you blame fate? It's fated, and that's just the way it is. How about this question? It's the Aristotelian question from Poetics. Who for you is the protagonist? Right? That character with whom the audience most identifies, because as the character falls, the audience goes through a process of purgation, a catharsis, of both fear, I hope that never has to happen to me, and pity. I really feel badly that it's happening to him or to her. Right? Do you think you can at all identify more now with Creon as being potentially the protagonist? Or how about this question? Do you think maybe when you are a parent someday, you'll understand Creon better? Do you think when you are an adult in authority someday, you'll understand Creon's dilemma better? The next time that you are in a position of authority and this kind of thing happens, will you maybe identify with Creon? Oh no, I'm in the Creon moment. When I made a rule, I said if the rule got broken, this is what's going to happen. Somebody broke the rule, and now I realize it was maybe not the wisest rule. What do I do? How do I resolve the conflict? How about this one for 3B? You knew this one was coming. And I told you, if these plays do anything, these are classic plays, not because I or anybody else tell you they're classic plays. They're classic plays because of a question like this. When was the last time that you were in Antigone's spot? You had to do something, you knew you were going to get jacked for it, but you did it anyway because you knew it was the right thing, or you felt it was the right thing to do. And there was all this collateral damage. Maybe even innocent people got jacked, and you're the one responsible for that. When was the last time that you were in Creon's spot? When was the last time you were in Ismene, or Haemon, or Eurydice's spot? In other words, somebody else did something because that somebody else thought that that was the right thing to do, and you ended up getting jacked for it, and it wasn't your fault at all. How fair is that? Well, I hope you've enjoyed our conversation of Antigone. We now will turn in our Harvard Classics Volume 8 to the third of the great tragic writers. If the first is Aeschylus and the second is Sophocles, then we're going to meet now Euripides. And we're going to turn to another family drama in his Hippolytus in lecture number 66. I hope that you are being as challenged by this study as am I. And I hope that you will continue to kind of think about some of these ideas as we go forward. Thank you.